It is why? Whoa, this shadow made it look weird. It is Friday, May 14th, 2021, the year of our Lord, and it is 8:16 a.m. I have today and Monday off for Backlash, continuing the taking a 4-day weekend trend every pay-per-view. At the moment, your boy still or is the champ, the three-time champ. 99 days as of Sunday, and I've been last few so every other month I've been winning. So and it's been turning out that I've been like the where there's lots of weeks between pay-per-views. Those are the ones I'm winning. So feels good to be a gangster. But yeah, Backlash or WrestleMania Backlash, as they keep saying on the shows, is this Sunday. There's some good matches on it. I'm not like super stoked, but it's I'm looking forward to it. Wrestling overall has been relatively good. Raw is just yikes. It's just really, really bad. Some really weird stuff going on there. SmackDown is easily the best WWE show. NXT's been whatever, whatever. AEW has been pretty decent lately. It's been nice. They had Blood and Guts last week, which had a pretty good match between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle, and some other cool things. I have to catch up on AEW from this week and NXT UK. That's the only two things I got to watch today. And yeah, so overall that's been good. Today is Dad's birthday. He wanted some steak for dinner, so I'm gonna make that. There's still a lockdown. It got extended, so Matt's not gonna come over today, at least for dinner, as far as I know. So I'm making the steaks, and for some reason I'm really stressing out about it. I'm really anxious, even though I know like if I need to, I can just like, hey mom, can you come help me? And she's gonna have to help me with the veggies and the potatoes and stuff like that because I've never barbecued. So, but Matt said for medium rare it's 12 minutes, and I kind of looked up some videos just to make sure I'm doing it right. So hopefully I'll just go off the internal temperature I think to get it right. But hopefully I do well, and hopefully it's a good dinner. I still have to go buy some cake today. He wanted some chocolate ice cream cake, but couldn't find any. I went to when I say I couldn't find any, I went to one Dairy Queen and they didn't have it. So I'll call around some other place to see what they have, and then I asked him this morning, like, if I can't find that, you cool with something else? He's like, yeah, just literally whatever else. So I'll figure that out. Um, let's see. For work, work overall has been not bad. I didn't make a video last month, but I had a week-long vacation last month for WrestleMania actually. So I took off the week of WrestleMania, and then the Friday, Monday before and after, which was great. I think that really, like, I don't know, I went into that like just super exhausted, and I came out of it. Ever since then I've just been like cool. Like I've just been like, all right, this is obviously there's been a couple days where I kind of get a little anxious. There's a few things even right now that I'm a little stressed about a couple tickets, but overall it's been fine. I haven't been really too panicked, and just kind of neutral on all of it, so that's been good. um, yeah, no complaints. I just feel like I'm constantly, I feel like for the most part, day to day, I'm doing well. So that's been nice. Um, we hired on uh, three new people. So one of them's a senior tech who isn't gonna make it. Um, he might not be there when I get back on Tuesday. He yesterday he asked how to make an O365 user. He's been asking very simple questions like how do I log into the QNAP? And apparently I was told yesterday that he needed to change the security permissions on a shared folder, and he tried to do it like he found the iDrive on a SQL server. It's like, oh, that's where it's shared from, so I gotta go change the iDrive settings there. Okay, so I don't think he's gonna make it, so that sucks because that position's pretty cursed. We've been looking. Wayne's been soloing it for like I don't know for over a year now. I was happy for him to have someone else, but looks like we're not going to. I think they hired someone who eventually just ghosted them. The second person they hired like a week before or even a couple days before was like, I can't, I gotta take care of some family stuff, and now this guy is not a senior tech. So, yeah. The other guy we hired, he's an intermediate tech, so I guess the step above me, and he just started this week. He's very curious. He really wants to see a lot of things, which I'm excited for because that means like he's really interested in learning more. I guess in terms of our systems. Like he wanted to go see the data center. I was gonna show him how to set up some of those heat temperature monitored things, but the router setups were having issues. So Wayne just said we'll put a hold on that. And when I asked him, I told him I was like, hey man, we're gonna set that probably the next week because Wayne has to take a look at this. He's like, okay, so like what is wrong with it? Like, is it the router or is it something else? Like, do we know? He questions a lot, which is good. So that's exciting. And then we have Wayne's brother starting on Monday, and Peter was saying that Wayne's been kind of teaching him the like the training stuff that we typically go through, just kind of on his own time. So he says he's probably going to start helping out with tickets sooner than the guy we just hired this week, which would be awesome because I have so many things in my queue and I just don't have enough time, and I'm just constantly like shifting tickets. And I even had to talk to Peter this week. I'm like, dude, what is the after hours like rules? Like, I know our customers, they like, I need to get approval from them to work after hours, but what about our tickets? Like, if I have a few tickets from us that I would like to work on. He's like, well, what are they? Because like monthly checklists, I'm not approving that. I asked him, like, because there's a ticket I have to like standardize our passwords in our password manager because they're just all over the place, and I just keep pushing that further and further. He's like, it would be nice to have, but I'm not approving that for after hours. And then there was a ticket for setting up backups, switching over from CrashPlan to Syncify. He's like, yeah, like that, yeah, sure, that'll approve because that's kind of important and we want to get that done. So, so I was like, okay, well that. I was gonna hope the other ones, like, cause it'd be nice to, whatever. But so I'm actually, I don't know, lately I haven't been. I'll talk about this in a sec, but I haven't really been. I don't know, interested in playing a whole lot of games. I'm just kind of bored on even like a 2-day weekend. So just doing kind of basic work right now, I don't mind. I'm sure, it's just like a phase where, in a couple weeks, I'm sure I'll be like, oh, the idea of working on the weekend, fuck that, right? So just take advantage of it while I can. So I might do some work this weekend. I do have to actually do some work today. I'm working with Dell to get an executive director's laptop replaced, and I hate Dell. Their customer service sucks. They suck at responding, and it's been since August, and we just want to replace this laptop, and they need to get approval, and they're not going to give us approval. So I have to follow up with them. They did email me, but I have to follow up with them around noon today to see what's going on, and then kind of keep an eye on that ticket. And then one of the tickets I was going to do was one of our perpetual licenses for Shadow Protect has expired. So gotta call StorageCraft and be like, yo, fix this. So I mean, I could wait till next week, but Peter said, but I was like, can I do it tomorrow? I was like, yeah, fine. So so yeah, but I mean, I this isn't going to be something I want to become a habit. So just for right now. So that's that. So work overall has been fine. I'm very excited to hear that we've got people being hired on, or that we have actual people hired on, because I feel like especially if we have 3 technicians that are like doing the frontline work like I am, that's gonna spread out tickets so well. And I feel like a lot of any stress that I have, it's gonna go down significantly, and I'm gonna have more time to do my tickets, which is gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. So I'm really excited for, like, a couple of months from now to see, if Rob and Raj make it, like, see how things are going, and see how the ticket count is looking, because yeah, that's gonna be sick. And yeah, and also a couple weeks ago I had my yearly performance review, and they were like, yeah, you're doing great, we appreciate you. They gave me a raise, which, to be honest, I didn't even think about, like, talking money. Like, I don't know, I don't I mean, I don't want to, you don't want to tell this to your employer, but I don't really care. Like, it was fine enough to me. I was like, yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much I'm worth, and I don't, like, obviously I want more money. I have like not, I don't have the exact number, but I have a goal to get to, so where I can live on my own, and I can do cool shit on the side and buy things here and there, and then still have a little bit left over. Like, that's kind of how I want to live. Like, I don't need a bunch of money. I want to enjoy what I do, which, I mean, comes and goes, but money is like secondary to me. So I'll sign with that. The main thing I got out of that was that, like, just the appreciation that they have for me, which it's funny, like, they'll tell me that. So before going into that, I was like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm kind of whatever. And then they're like, yeah, you're doing great. Like, your ticket count is awesome. Like, they said that you are the face of this company because you deal with the most clients, you deal with the most tickets. You are the person they talk to, right, to deal with stuff. So you are on the front lines of this operation. We appreciate that a lot, and we know that. And I was like, holy fuck, like, it's so nice working for people who understand that, like, their management and obviously that's an important role, but like they're not always like in the field, so to speak, and they're like just knowing that they acknowledge that, like, yeah, hey man, like we're doing like the important higher up shit, like you're doing the stuff that keeps people around, and thank you for that. And I was like, yes, like it's so nice to be appreciated. So definitely, which is funny because what I did like I don't know, a year ago, I was curious. I was like, I did the love languages test. I don't remember what I got, but I don't think words of affirmation was one that I really cared about. But when it comes to work, like thank yous and just acknowledgments of jobs well done, like that's stuff that I'm like I really appreciate. Especially because in my mind, I kind of get in this cycle. Because leading up to that review, I just wasn't like my ticket counts just weren't really where I wanted them to be, and I was like, I don't know, do I feel like I'm just kind of not contributing as much as I should be, especially since Ericsson left. It's like I'm kind of solo here. They're like, nah, man, like it happens. Like you sometimes go through stuff where you're like you're cleaning up your queue, and other weeks where you're like, holy fuck, I feel like I'm doing 1.5 tickets a week. Like, what is this? So, like we understand. Like so far, we have no complaints with you, and yeah, I felt like it was a good conversation. So overall, great. So that's that. Um, Next up, let's see. I got Dad's birthday, wrestling belt, yeah, work, ears. Yeah, so so on that week off last month, my ears were just really waxy, so I did the oil spray, and ever since then, it's been weird. Like especially a little bit my right ear, which has kind of overall been fine for a while now, but my left ear just feels like there's something in there. It feels like it's clogged. It feels like I have like earmuffs on, or I have those things you put in your concerts, but it's not all the way in. Not all the way in. It's like half in, and I can feel something there. And when I went into the doctor, he took a look, because I was like, can you just flush this? 'Cause I feel like there's wax. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll take a look. He takes a look. Of course, yeah, I don't see anything in there, Michael. I'm like, fucking, of course not. So he prescribed this nasal spray to me because he thinks it might be some passageway between my nose and my ears or whatever. So he's like, try that. If it might take about 4 weeks or so to start working or to really notice an effect, let me know how that goes. And if not, we'll take a look from there. So I was like, okay. So far, hasn't been helping. It's just annoying. I don't know what's been going on. So I'm probably going to have to go back to take a look at that. My left wrist for the last couple weeks has been just right now it's fine. But yesterday, for example, like doing this, like I could feel like it like right here. It just hurts. I don't know what's going on. So like when I do my exercises, I can't do push-ups anymore because that starts hurting it if it doesn't already, or if it hurts, or it makes it hurt more. So I've just been doing like planks instead of push-ups when that push-ups come along. And yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to take a look at that because I don't know if it's a sprain, if it's a I don't know what's going on because right now it comes and goes, so I don't know what's happening. And even like right now, kind of the more I do this, it kind of aggravates a little bit. So don't do that. But yeah, that's where I'm at there. So that sucks. In terms of gaming, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't been playing a whole lot lately, and I can actually talk about streaming first real quick. So last time I made a video, I was like, oh, I'm gung-ho about streaming. I love streaming. Just like I knew what happened, I think I even mentioned it in that video, I'm going to get to a point where I don't want to stream anymore, and fighting through that is is the real test. I don't know how. I don't know how to fight through that. I did a stream on Tuesday or something like that, and I was annoyed doing it. I was like, this isn't fun. I shouldn't be doing this, so I'm not going to. This is just, this isn't working out. So, I ended the stream after about 45 minutes, and ever since then I was like, you know what, I'm only going to stream when I really feel like it right now, because I'm just in that phase where I don't feel like streaming. There's been a couple of weeks, a couple streams actually, before that even, where I was like, I'm not really in the mood, but I'll keep streaming. I kept streaming. I was like, this isn't good for me. So, I don't know, dude. I don't know how to do that. And I don't even think it's the people that, like, definitely I think there's an aspect of there's no one watching, so it's just a little aggravating sometimes to just be doing it to no one, which is, you know, obviously part of it, but I think the bigger part of it is I don't feel as creative as I would like to feel during that, and I don't know, I'm just not getting as much out of it as I did early on, which I don't know what changed, but yeah, that really is bugging me. So I don't know, I'm just gonna take a little break for now, and we'll see what happens. And you know what? The worst part about all this is that week off that I mentioned earlier. Or mentioned earlier in from last month, that week off that I decided, you know what? I'm excited. I'm gonna stream every single day, and that's what did it for me. I think that daily streaming is what ruined streaming for me. Because ever since then, I've just been like, I don't feel like doing this. It's such a drag, and that's when it all started going downhill. So I really, really regret that. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna see how long, 10 or 11 days straight of streaming. It's gonna be great. Nope, I should not have done that because that was overkill. And I think I have an issue with that where I love something so much and then I overdo it and I all of a sudden hate it. And it sucks. So lesson learned. And yeah, hopefully that that you know that feeling of streaming comes back. So I mean, I do still have like I do want to still the same thing. Kind of these vlogs are for going back and watching. I do still want to do that with streams. So for example, last couple of weeks on the weekend, me, Roman, James, Mirko here and there, Josh here and there, Alex here and there, we've been playing Rocket League, and it's been so much fun. We played for like 4 or 5 hours, and we just laughed so hard. James is so fucking funny. I recorded it one week. I didn't do anything last week, but like I should probably put this to D&D because I have my phone app on. But hold on. But all right, there we go. So yeah, I'm thinking like if we do that again this week, I'll just I'll stream it, see what happens, and we'll just have that. And then of course Diablo, I 100% intend on streaming that, which I don't know if I talked about that, but Diablo 2 Remastered or Resurrected was announced. I bought a new monitor, this one right here, for it's a 1440p monitor, and I bought another one here, a 1080p 60 FPS, maybe 75 FPS, I have it at 60 FPS, hertz rather, monitor, and now all three are 1080p, and the one I used to have here is now here. So it's been nice. It's been definitely nice. So and it's this main one's 175 hertz, which I'm super stoked about. So and I got that actually the Sunday leading. So the Sunday I got it, and then the week off I had. So that was awesome, and I'm looking forward to playing Diablo Resurrected. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last video, if it was even announced yet, but I've been, yeah, I've been watching streams. I've been very, very anxiously awaiting this game. I don't know what I'm gonna make it, whether it's a Paladin or Sorceress. I was initially leaning towards Sorceress because of the teleport, but just in Hell because of all that immunities, I feel like a Paladin might be better. The only bad thing is though, like for me to get geared up for a Paladin that I want to gear as a Hammerden, I need a lot of rune words, and by the time I get all those rune words, it's gonna be a while. So we'll see. Unless I get super lucky, but we'll see how it all goes. I think I'm gonna make a Paladin. Paladin, and it's going to be so much fun. My plan is to stream it as often as I can. I am going to play the game, fall asleep at my desk, wake up, continue playing it. That's how excited I cannot wait. The other week of vacation I have, I am saving for Diablo's release, and I'm anticipating it coming out in October because like the Halloween themes. So I'm saving up as much loot as I can, so I can extend that vacation for as long as I can. So that's the plan. In terms of gaming, Rocket League is pretty much the main thing I've been playing. Haven't logged into WoW for over a week now. Probably going to cancel my sub. Just haven't really been all that interested. Like I keep wanting to play. I keep having that. Like right now, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind playing. But as soon as I log in, it's like, I don't want to play. So that sucks, but I might come back for 9.1, which probably comes out in a couple months. Valorant, I uninstalled because it was so annoying to me, and I don't know if I'm going to reinstall it because they added recently where it's like every time you have the game open, they can listen to your mic, and I'm just like, I don't like the always on anti-cheat or the levels kernel level 0, whatever the fuck it is, anti-cheat. That's already iffy. And now this, I don't know, dude. CSGO, I've been playing it much lately, but I do still enjoy playing it, even though I'm not that great. So I do still want to play that. So that's that. And then other than that, yeah, that's not really a whole lot that's been going on. Music, I didn't actually notice this. So the new playlist, I think the Thursday or Friday before my week off, I finally finished listening to everything on there, and I was able to listen to new music once again. And for the last few weeks, I've been listening to so much music. Like it started off where I listened to a couple albums here and there, you know, kind of keeping up that 2 albums a day thing, and then lately I was just like, fuck it, I'm listening to everything. Because one of the things I've been doing is making a Diablo 2 playlist for all the songs that I've listened to between 2000 and 2014, or 2004 rather, and actually stuff even before 2000, but stuff that like was in that Diablo time period when I was listening to or playing the game. And I have about 3 days worth, I think it's 2,000 songs on iTunes, and I'm stoked for it. I've just been downloading and listening to all these old bands and stuff. I'm just like, oh yeah, this song, that band. So pretty much at this point, I only have a few more bands to listen to as far as I remember anyway, for bands I used to listen to back then, and then it's just a matter of going through and making sure that the playlist is good, and then recreating it in Spotify, and then also recreating it in Winamp, because I have to listen to it in Winamp, because that is a full nostalgia trip where it was on Winamp. I didn't have iTunes back then, so I wanted just the full nostalgia, dude. And then I also with Diablo, I want to before it comes out, I want to watch some old shows from around that time, just really get in the Diablo mind frame. Because yeah, like I said, I'm going to go hammy-sammies on that game. So very looking forward to that. But yeah, in terms of music, I've just been listening to so much, and lately black metal, and actually I keep having this black metal phase, but I never did it. I was like, oh, I'll add this black metal band to the list of stuff and eventually get around to it. Whereas now I'm like, I'm listening, I want to listen to black metal, so I'm going to listen to black metal, and I've just been, oh, I love it, dude. It's been so good. Yeah, that's the main thing I've been listening to. Let's see, I'm like just looking through my playlist right now, like Achilles, Angerst, which is a Polish band, Burzum, started listening to them, Malist, Outlaws band I'm listening to, we'll be listening to today, obviously Mayhem, whatever other bands there are. I have a folder of them, but yeah, I love it, dude. So adding a lot of music there. Right now I'm up to 23,100 songs, I think, in Winamp. My goal, what I'd like to do, honestly, is I want to make a video, or not a video. I want to do 1,000 songs per year. Once I get to 28,000, because I want to have 1,000 songs for every year of my life. Obviously, add more as needed, but at the very least, if I'm 30 years old, I want to have 30,000 songs. 30,000 songs. I'm 40 years old, I want to have 40,000 songs at least, and I feel like I can definitely do that. So, yeah, just keep spamming these songs, and because I'm not really doing a whole lot else in terms of like gaming and stuff, and now that I'm taking a little break from streaming, I have more time to listen to music. So that's the majority of what I'm doing, so very, very excited about that. And the last thing I just want to talk about then is the Leafs. So they play their final game of the season tonight against the Winnipeg Jets. They finished first in the North Division, the best team in Canada. I think they finished, I don't know, 6th, 7th, 8th or something overall in the league. But I mean, points-wise, I don't think they're more than 10 points below the first place team. Like, it's a very close race on the top there. So, very, very great season. Honestly, I'm very, very impressed. I'm very happy with the team, and I'm stoked. First round of the playoffs, well, I guess it's kind of mixed because everyone's kind of finishing at different times, but for the Leafs specifically, their stuff starts next week on Thursday, and they play Montreal in the first round. For the first time since 1979, they meet in the playoffs. Unfortunately, there's no fans, but, I mean, Montreal has been having a rough season, and the Leafs, by all accounts, should win. So, if they don't, it's going to be a very, very, very angry fan base, myself included. But I don't know. I feel like I say this every year, but I feel like it's a different Leafs team. I feel like they have, at the very least, they can beat Montreal. It's not Boston, dude. We can beat Montreal. We've been doing it all season. I don't expect to sweep them. I could even see it going to 7 games. I just think we're the better team in 7 games. So. Very, very looking forward to that. And then I think it's Winnipeg, Edmonton for the other Canadian series. That could go either way, but Edmonton's been on an absolute tear. Connor McDavid is a beast. So if the Leafs win, I could see them facing the Oilers, and then Matthews McDavid round 2. That's not bad. And then whoever wins that series, which obviously I'm cheering for the Leafs, but that one I feel like that's going to be a lot closer of a round to win. My expectation for the Leafs this year is at the very, very least is to make it to the semifinals of the Eastern Conference. The very least. There's no exception. And play well. Like, I would like you to go to the finals, but I'll take at least semis. And then whoever they would play in the semis would be one of the other divisions teams, which could be, I mean, I could see that being Boston, Washington, or Tampa. Most likely Tampa, though. I mean, they're still as good as they were last year. So, and then the finals, Colorado just yesterday they beat Vegas or LA or 5-1, and they clinched, or they are the first place team in the league. My second team is the first place team from like 3-4 years ago. They were the worst, historically one of the worst teams ever, and now they're top of the league, and they are tearing it up. So the finals, I could see from the West, I could see Vegas going in there, I can see Colorado going in there, and that's it, really. Those are the only 2 teams. And I just keep thinking, if the Leafs and Colorado play in the finals, I would be happy with any result, right? However, one result is like, oh, happy they won. The other result is me crying, me being overjoyed, like there's such a contrast in the difference of how happy I'd be if the Leafs won versus Colorado. So we'll see, but yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm stoked. I can't wait for the playoffs. I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm hoping the Leafs make a good push. And regardless of how well they do, I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, it's a different season. They only played 52 games. It's they only played Canadian teams up until the semifinals and finals. It's different." No, it's not. No, it's not. Pretty much in terms of the games played this season, yeah. In terms of the division setup, yeah. But overall, it's still a regular NHL season. They're playing half bad, half good teams, just like every other division, and it just works the exact same. I don't see any reason as to why this would be a diminished cup. I guess I can see the argument for it. I just don't see it that way. So, yeah. Oh, and also, actually, vaccines, actually, real quick. Vaccines are rolling out. I think I'm eligible based on my job, but also just based on my age, I think, at this point. I'm eligible to go get a vaccine. I'm still waiting. I'm not in any rush for it. I'm definitely going to get a vaccine. I just feel like if other people want to get theirs first, I don't do anything that would be like, oh, I need to get this vaccine. I'm really excited to get back into this. Like anything that I do, like a concert is what I do. Going out to dinner. I mean, that I guess would be nice. Going to the movies, I guess that would be nice. But like, I'm not in any rush to go do those things. So I'm not getting my vaccine yet. I do plan on it. Most likely either in the fall or early next year is around the time that I'm planning. So looking forward to that. And I think yeah, it's things are starting to kind of get back to normal, which it's weird. Like I'm happy for that, but at the same time I'm anxious about it. I'm like I kind of really liked this setup, right? So it's gonna be weird, it's gonna be different, but or I guess it's gonna be normal again, not different. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Mom, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Mom got her vaccine a while ago now. I think she was knocked out for a day or two after the second shot, but she's fully vaccinated. Matt, I think, is also kind of like me. He's like, I'll get it. I'm not really in a hurry to get it. And then Dad, I don't know if he's gonna get it because he's kind of a conspiracy theorist and all that. So we'll see. But yeah, I know at work, I believe one guy for sure. I don't know if he's getting the one shot or two. I don't know if he got a second shot already, but he's definitely getting vaccinated. We have the senior tech who's getting fired, probably is fully vaccinated, I believe. And I want to say one other guy there is vaccinated. So, I mean, yeah, it's coming out. It's going. So, and the reason I brought that up is because if the Leafs make it to the finals, and there's a chance, and well, I guess it's only like a week and a half, 2 weeks of the finals, so gotta do it quick. But I mean, if it's looking like they're making the finals and there's a chance they might win the cup, I'm getting vaccinated. Like I'm booking that shit, and hopefully I get in because I want to fucking party, dude. So that's the plan. But anyway, I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna go chill like a vill, and I will be back hopefully next month. I'll try to make it every month, but we'll see. Gonna listen to some music and catch up on Reddit, and then do some stuff. All right, bye.